against obviously a lot of guys that you're very familiar with.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that I've not been through a lot. It was definitely a special game for me. It was weird to see everybody on the other side, as those are all guys that I really love, and we have a special bond, the whole organization there. So, yeah, it was definitely weird, but uh, when puck was dropped, I think my first shift I was pretty exhausted, but after I was able to perform well, I think, and just to see everybody just perform and like next man in mentality, just really like good overall game, honestly, and I thought it was a good game for us.
You feel like that first period and a half specifically is up there with some of the best hockey you guys have played this year?
Yeah, it's up there, and honestly, I think we've seen a lot of hockey like that in the past few weeks, and it's just we can't combine the wins. But I mean, tonight we're winners, and tomorrow we reset and we focus on the next game.
We've only been here this your first season, but to be a part of the franchise's 1,000th win, do you have a thought on what that means?
Yeah, I mean, it means that you had a lot of success in the past, and it's pretty. I mean, there's no. To see like a franchise like that, it's one of the best places to play in the league, and it's been for a lot of years. So we definitely feel privileged to be in that organization, and yeah, just happy to be part of that.
To beat a team like Vegas that's having a really good season, what can that do for the team's confidence here?
Yeah, you know what? Maybe that's something that we can build off. You want to start we want to start a streak. We want to start piling up some wins, and you do it against the best in the league. I think that's something really positive, and you never know. We cannot look too far. Like in 2-3 weeks, we gotta take care of business. The task ahead of us, and tomorrow wake up and our task is Chicago on Thursday.
What did you think of the performance of your goaltender tonight?
Yeah, I thought he was electric. I think he gave us a chance to win. I thought he was really good. Obviously, in the first period, those must be hard periods for goalies, just like 1 or 2 shots, so that must be really hard. But he stayed in the game, and he made amazing save all along the second and third period. So good for him. You know what? When you come in a situation that you're a backup goaltender, sometimes you get tough starts on the roads, back-to-back, stuff like that. And it's really a tough job to have. And I was just pretty happy over a group to battle in front of him. And for him to get the win, it's good.
Find a way to hang on. What do you think of this one here tonight?
Yeah, it was great. I thought, the details of our game were on. I thought it was just, an extension of most of last game too, against a really good opponent. And this time the pucks went in the net early and gave us some confidence, some life, and we knew they were going to push. Obviously, they probably didn't play their best, but we weathered it, and Big Juice was good at the end when he needed to be, and it's a good win for our group.
I know it's only your first season, but do you have a thought on what it means to be a part of the 1,000th win in franchise history?
Yeah, anytime you can be part of something cool like that, it's special, and I know this franchise and the fan base, they come out and support us through thick and thin. And obviously, like you said, just got here, but the fan base has been good in a year that hasn't been great. So, if anything, it was nice, like I said, after the game to get that in front of them. They deserve that for sure.
Earlier in the season, the team kind of supported you, and when you returned to Tampa, did you kind of feel the same sort of thing from Archie tonight playing his old team?
Yeah, I mean, you wanna win those games, especially when you've been with that franchise for a long time, and probably doesn't end the way that you expected it to, and we've come here and started a new journey, and for sure a little extra motivation from Archie tonight, and I thought he played great, and I'm sure it was a good feeling for him.
You mentioned this being an extension of last time out. What do you like specifically about what you guys are building here right now?
Well, we controlled the game, possession-wise. Like I mentioned, details, just breaking out the puck, face-offs, sticking to the game plan, the structure, getting some more pucks to the net, and especially early. I mean, it was obviously a very good first period, and into the second. Like I said, we knew they were going to push, but we bent, we didn't break, and that's a good sign.
your first 3-point night since being with Nashville. I mean, surprised it came this late in the season, or you feel like you've been productive at least in other ways throughout the rest of the
Yeah, I mean, you know, the points and the goals and things like that, obviously would have liked to, got off on a better note. But I'm sure everyone on our team could probably say the same thing with just how the beginning of the season went, and it took us some time to collectively kind of find the identity that we needed to play and the line mates and the chemistry, things like that. So it's better late than never, but I think we're starting to build on some things, and it's a work in progress for sure, but we're continuing to work, and that's the main thing.
Do you think the top forward line has staying power the way you guys are playing right now?
Yeah, I mean, listen, when you're put in a position, to play with some really good players, all you can do is work hard and hopefully have success, so that there's no doubt in the coaching staff's mind when you go out on the ice to produce offensively, but also to be responsible. And like I said, there's certainly some areas for our line specifically to keep building, and I think we are building that chemistry. It's a little unconventional when you got three righties on one line. There's little plays in pockets of the ice that are probably in unnatural positions depending on where you are. So we're continuing to work through that, and I think we've done a pretty good job under the circumstance, and we certainly enjoy playing on the same line with each other.
You talk about the work with the guys. Do you think there's pretty strong belief in this room?
Yeah, I've never questioned the belief. I mean, we'll leave the mathematics up to you guys and all that stuff. All we can do in here is just, there's really no other option than to go out there. At the end of the day, you're a professional athlete, and these are the most competitive people in the world. So we're going out there to try to win games. If whatever happens after that. But we're working hard in practice. The coaching staff is putting together the film packages. We're coming in here early, working on things, and we got to go out and perform. And if we can keep up the way we've gone the last couple of games, I like our chances.
You hold on there at the end. What do you think of this one here tonight for your group?
Yeah, I think we have played really well lately, and it showed up in the first 30 minutes, and got up by 4. And usually those games maybe it just turns maybe some points. So that happened today, and that game in the end. But I think we played really well today.
What impressed you most about the guys in front of you and what you saw from them?
Well, that's how hard they battle. Like, I think as long as I've been here, they've been playing really well every game pretty much. So got the result as we would have wanted and maybe deserved. But that's how the hockey goes. So we're building up and playing better every day. I think so.
You've played really well since you've come in from the trade. What do you think's allowed you to be so effective and so comfortable so early here?
Well, the first thing is how the guys just took care of me, just welcomed me here. So that's of course I feel comfortable to be here, and just how well they have played in from me. So a lot of credit goes to them.
How hard is it to play when you don't see many shots for a while?
Well, that's the hardest thing. Like, I feel like those games, the other team always like just finds the way to score, like from some lucky bounce or something. Today they score like nice goals too. So yeah, those are the hardest games to stay in the game. But I just gotta focus on your job and try to focus on the next puck.
Well, I actually liked the first 35 minutes. I thought they're really good. Obviously where we're at, we gave up that one goal that was self-inflicted on a nothing play, and can feel the error kind of give out a little bit. We had a big kill at the end of the second period, and they're a really good team. They pushed in the third. We're a little bit fragile. I thought we left too many pucks in the middle of the ice and didn't do some things that made us successful early, but give them credit. And we haven't won a lot this year, and we haven't closed out a lot of games, so it was a good experience for us to go through and get out of it. I thought some guys made some big plays down the stretch. I thought Yost was fantastic, and Factor making some plays. Gus, just some poised plays that closed the game out. And Big Mac's line was outstanding.
How nerve-wracking was that at the end when Vegas is making its push and you guys are like inches away from an empty net or probably?
Well, yeah, I think funny things run through your brain, what's going on all year, and and Yost just looks like it's going in and it veers off left, and Sis misses one, and you're just like, this is like deja vu all over again here. So we got on the right side of it today, and hopefully our group feel a little bit better about themselves. I mean, I think it was nice to see some guys score. It was nice to get 4. It was nice to beat the best team in the West. So there's some good things, some things that we can hold on to a little bit.
You're able to control the game the way you did for the first, like you said, 35 minutes against a team that good. It's got to build some confidence in what this team's still capable of now.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've shown it at times. I thought we showed it in the Washington game. Another really, really good team where I thought we pretty much dominated possession, dominated the puck. We weren't able to finish some plays, and I thought it carried over into tonight's game, where it was very similar kind of flow. I thought in Winnipeg last week was very similar in a lot of different ways. So there's definitely a belief that when we do the things that we're capable of doing and we're stay connected, we can play with anybody. It hasn't gone our way completely, but we still believe. And tonight was a great example of that.
Earlier this season, when the Tampa team kind of supported Stamkos in that return, did you see the same kind of thing with Marchessault tonight?
Yeah, I think a lot of guys were excited for him, excited to try to play their best game. I think that helped us kind of get some energy early. We want to put a good show on for him. I know how much it means to him. One, being such an important part there, and leaving there is always hard. So I think guys were really, are starting to bond and gel together, and I think they wanted Marchie to get a win tonight.
How difficult is it for a goaltender who faces so little action to start the game? And then what did you think of Annunen's performance as his responsibility grew as the game went on?
Yeah, I was scared, really, because when you give up 3 shots in 6 minutes or whatever it was, and the fourth one is an all alone, grade A dangerous shot, and it goes in, you worry the psyche. Even the shot, I think they shot one from the red line. That was a shot on net, right? So that was probably his 3rd shot he's got to face, and there's a guy, good scorer, point blank, and I was a little bit worried. I thought he handled himself really well in the 3rd period, so it showed me something that spoke a little bit of his composure. He never seemed rattled. He stayed with it. Even the second goal is basically a tap-in kind of goal, and those are hard, really hard for a goalie. So I was proud of the way that he came in the 3rd period and was rock solid for us.
You scored the first goal and the first win way back when. You're behind the bench for 1,000. Do you have a thought on kind of that full circle?
Yeah, I mean, it's really amazing actually to be part of 2 different big events in different ways. Didn't know it till just right now. I've been really grateful for my career to be able to do some certain things, and that definitely is one. I mean, you go through this hockey life that I've gone through, and you sometimes you look back, and every day this year you're looking forward, but to be part of that is really special, and I think I'm very grateful for having that opportunity and the people that let me have that opportunity. So it was it couldn't have come at a better time with what's going on tomorrow with David and Pekka and Shea. I know there's a lot of alumni in the building, and I hope everybody feels a little better about the Nashville Predators tonight when we go home.